Hey, Cary here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk all things mindset, motivation, and manifesting. Today, before we start our video, a little message that's on my heart for you is to know that the universe is working all kinds of magic in behind the scenes for you that are going to surprise and delight you as they unfold, and it's not that far away. So know that that's in the works for you. Had a lot of questions about what it's like to work with me and what that's about. So today in the video, I'm going to share a couple of stories about coaching, what it means to me, some client comments, some success stories, and as well, just kind of the different ways it is to work with me and what I look for in clients, what clients find and connect with me, and what that's all about. So I'll start with a story. I'm in a local store one day, and a lady comes up to me and says, "Cary?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "What did you do to my son?" And at that moment, I kind of step back and I'm like, "Uh-oh, like what's going on here, right?" And I'm like, "Pardon? Like, can you kind of give me a little more info on that?" And she said, "I don't know if it's something you said or something you did or what it was, but my son is a completely different person. He has, for the first time in his life, been clean and sober for months on end. He gets along with our family so much better. He shows up to family dinners. The communication is great. He's taken steps to go after his dreams and goals, which he had almost given up on previously, and he's a completely different man." And I was like, wow, at this point I didn't know who her son was based on what she had shared. And in that moment, and she said, "Yeah, and you know what?" And she goes, "I don't know if you're a hugger or not, but and at this point she's got tears in her eyes, and she said, "But I need to hug you because we've tried all kinds of different things and to support him in different ways, but I don't know what it was that you did or shared, but it's changed his life." And knowing those certain things in those conversations that I have with people, and that's what a lot of people ask. They go, "Cary, what do you do? What is coaching? What does it look like with you? What is coaching with Cary all about?" And the best way I can describe that is that I have powerful conversations with people that change their lives. Whether it's shedding light on some things that are in the blind spots that we all have, and I'm a work in progress with that too. I mean, I work with coaches and they point things out all the time. "Cary, you sure you're online on this? You're in alignment with this?" And so it's helpful, right? So pointing things out there in the blind spot, asking questions like, that just kind of bring up some of those answers that we know are already in us. And that's the kind of conversations that I have. There was another story that really stands out with me, and why do I do what I do? So in going through separation and divorce and knowing what it was like to be at rock bottom and then go lower and really have all those uncertainties, not sure what was going on in my world, and confusion and doubt and not knowing where to turn to for those conversations and where to ask those questions and get the answers from. And I didn't know where to look to, and that's what I try to provide in when I work with people. And so a conversation that I had, or I remember when I started back, I said, what I'm going to do is be the voice, be that resource that I wished I had in those chapters, and that I continue to really search for and hope that I have moving forward. So it's not just about supporting people through those dark chapters, but it's about people that when life is good, and that's what it was like earlier with me, in my early years, and things were good, but I didn't really know what was missing, how to connect those dots to go from good to great, to exceptional, to, absolute elation. And so those are the different things. So I said to myself, if I can support someone and be a resource for someone along that journey at any phase that they're in their life, then it's worth it to me. And I remember early on in my, I guess, coaching career, if we want to kind of go there, but I had a conversation with a gentleman. I remember being on the phone with him one day, and he was kind of sharing a little bit about his story, and I had shared a little bit about mine and some of the philosophies and methodology and principle and things like that that I use and utilize. And he stopped me in the middle of the phone conversation. He said, Cary, he goes, just stop right there for a second because I need to share something with you. And I was like, okay, yeah, what's up, man? And he said, my kids will grow up with a father because of what you shared in this phone conversation today, what you just shared with me. And I was like, wow. And he said, I haven't told anyone this, but 3 times this week I had bullets in a gun and I was going to take my own life. Like I was done. And I don't know why, I don't know from where, but he said reaching out to you was like a last ditch thing. I was like, I don't know why I need to call you, but I'm going to do it right now. And so, yeah, I mean, and I didn't, it's not crazy advice or anything like that I have, but it's just about connecting some of those dots and asking the questions and just knowing that, you know, being that glimmer of hope in those dark chapters, or that, you know, that possibility, that belief that if it can happen for them, it can happen for me. So, and being that ray of light and sunshine and spreading that hope that I can provide that for other people on the way through. So, yeah, and so what does coaching look like to me? Well, I'll tell you what, it's about getting real. I'll be the first guy to high five you and give you a hug when you need it, and I will be the first one to kick you in the ass and tell you need to get going and pick it up and be accountable and own your crap. So that's what it looks like for me. I know that when I see you as the magnificent, amazing person that you are, that maybe is hiding behind a few things. Maybe doesn't even really know that you is really in there. Or maybe you've lost that person. Or you've just become a little disconnected. You don't believe in yourself. You don't know what's possible for you, or for whatever reasons and whatever's occurrences have happened in the past and what that looks like. But I see you at your best, at the ultimate best version of you. And that's how the questions I ask, the conversations we have, the exercises that I give you, the methodology that we use, the tools we put in your toolbox that we develop are so that you can see that same amazing person that I see. It's about knowing where you're at. It's about finding out where you want to go and coming up with that clarity in that vision and next steps to get you to where that is, whatever that goal is, that desire, that dream that you have. That's what it's about. It can be as detailed and crazy as you want, or it can be as simple as I've worked with clients that are like, I just want to be happier. So whatever that is. And a few things with me, I mean, you got to do the work, just like any coaches, whether it's even like other fitness coaches and stuff like that. Like, I mean, you can get a program, but they can't do the push-ups for you. You've got to do the work. You've got to want it, right? And I will not tolerate you arguing for your limitations, right? Talking crap about yourself, right? And there's a lot of things that I bring awareness to in our conversations that and I always have a little disclaimer. I said I should have a waiver that people sign that once you have a conversation with me, you can't go back. You're not going to see the world the same way, right? I will bring awareness to certain things that you think, certain beliefs that you have, certain words, habits, things like that are involved in your life that are not supporting your growth and success moving forward. It's keeping you stuck. It's like who would have thought that a word here or there or a simple belief would be the boat anchor that keeps you locked down and stuck? I work with people sometimes for one phone call, sometimes 4, like 4, 8. I mean, I've worked with people for a year, 18 months. It just kind of depends on where you're at and what you're looking for as to what that is. But it's all kind of encompassing from there. There's different opportunities with what I have with coaching. There's a number of courses, like group courses that I have with single parents groups. There's man to men, where it's men becoming better men through conversations, vulnerability, different topics that we go over on that. There's different video you can come back. I'll link it in the notes below for that. But and then one-on-one, right? Just me and you We sit down, we dig deep, right? We go into what it is that's holding you back. You can have conversations. It's a safe space with no judgment, but it's set on, and the focus is results. And that's what it is, delivering the results that you're looking for in your life. And when it comes to results, I've got a few comments from clients that I want to share. You can go on my, on Google reviews. There's Google reviews from people. There's on my Instagram, there's a little highlight thing with client comments and stuff. But a few that I wanted to share, and I have a little paper here because I want to make sure that I get them right. So a couple reviews I'll share with you quickly is Cary, I just finished reviewing my notes from our last session. I had to let you know that it really, really helped me, and I feel 110% better. I truly can't thank you enough for being there for me and helping me get unstuck. Words can't describe the energy shift that I've had. I honestly feel like a new man. I'm now being the best dad I've ever been and haven't had one single anger outburst since our call, which is absolutely incredible. That was one. You can kind of, based on the comments that I have here, you can kind of dig in and read between the lines on what some of the challenges were leading into it. Here's another one. Cary, I've learned so much from you. I realized that I was 99% there with my mindset, but working with you connected the dots on that last 1%. Your mindset tools have been super simple for me to follow and has enhanced my happiness times 1,000. I now believe in myself more than ever, and that has improved all the areas of my life. Confidence, fitness, finances, relationship, you name it, it's touched on all and improved them. One last comment I'll share with you, and then we'll kind of go and wrap up today. But with the other one is, Cary says, thank you so much for all of your support. I'll always be grateful for you helping me go from sleeping on the couch to back in the bedroom and loving every minute of it. Getting my confidence back has helped me improve my relationship, my career, and my fitness. You're great at what you do, and you will impact and influence many lives. So those are a few of the things, and what it's like working with me. And so whether it's one conversation that you want to have or getting together on an ongoing basis, some clients I work with every week, some I work with every other week, some are once a month. It completely depends on what you're looking for in your world, what you need, where you're at. When it comes to programs, yes, like I said, there's programs like the man-to-man and the single parents programs that I have, but a lot of the one-on-one coaching is just meeting you where you're at, finding out what you need support with, where that insight needs to come from, and then delivering it so that it brings the results that you're looking for in your life. So I appreciate you joining today and just kind of finding out what working with me would look like. And if you know someone that would benefit from that or is curious about it, you can share this video with them. Again, I really appreciate the likes and the comments and the support that I get from everyone as you join me on this journey of becoming the best version of myself, and I support you in becoming the best version of yourself as well. So to find out how to connect with me even more, you can send me a message through my website, carykish.com. That's CaryKish.com. I'll link it below in the comments. On all social media, you can find me Cary Kish Coaching. And yeah. If you're interested in working together, let me know. I'd love to work with you and have a conversation. The first conversation that we have would always be free of charge. I enjoy having those conversations and just kind of meeting amazing people and finding out where they're at and how I can support you in your success. So if you'd like to keep the momentum going in your world with whatever that, even if it's just a little bit, that momentum that you've got going, you can check out this video that's popping up on the screen right now, because it's going to be about either mindset, motivation, and manifesting, and becoming the best version of yourself. So I am grateful for you. Thank you for every moment that we've shared today together, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. As always, peace, love, and positive vibes your way.